What's up, what's up, what's up? This your boy, SkinnyBoyD'Jango. I just want to talk to you real quick about things that's, kind of happening to my life. It kind of, a little bit reflect about kind of like the situation that we're going through. In just a little bit over a year, I've gotten pulled over by the police 6 times. Let me count it off. 2 times in Hutchinson, 1 time in Lancaster, 2 times in Dallas, and 1 time in Glen Heights. And all those times that I gotten pulled over, because I'm trying to be honest with you, of 1 time, it was only 1 time that the police was aggressively trying to pull me over. I turned right, he turned right. I doubled back to the place, he doubled back, and what have you. But of all those other times, that was your boy. I was getting it. I was speeding. I was trying to go to work, coming from work. 1 time I was going to the park to go run, so I did the light. So, but it was my fault, to be honest with you. And when you're working a lot, such as I do, you can be out at odd hours. It's not a consistent hour that a person can keep up with you. And besides that, I am a messy person. That is nothing I'm trying to, want an award for, but I am. So if you see my car, got my bags in there because I'm throwing them in my truck and what have you. So, when the police look at that, sometimes, what's going on. So anyway, when they pull me over, I comply with everything they say. I do what they say. They tell me to turn the car off, I turn the car off. When they come to the car, they want my license, I tell them whatever. I give them the information that they require from me, that they're asking from me. And I tell them what I'm doing. And in other words, I'm trying to get their permission to understand what I'm doing. These are the officers of the law. Yes, you got rights. Yes, you have rights. But here's what's up with me. I want to go home. So you're going to most likely just write me a ticket. That's what it's going to be. Out of all those times, those 6 times that I've gotten pulled over by police officers in different cities of the Metroplex, can you guess how many times I received a ticket? Out of 6 times now. 1 time. And I deserved it. 1 time. And I complied. And you know what? They'll ask you, where do you work at? What does that have to do with me getting pulled over? Am I getting pulled over to see, do I work? Do I want to work? Do I need a job? No. But guess what? I answered the question. It's yes, officer. No, officer. I want to go home. I want to survive. My life right now is the best that I've been, I'm enjoying my life. I want to keep enjoying it. I want to see what's new. So, one of the things that the Bible taught me is a soft answer turns away a wrath. So people look at us. If I believe that people don't like us, people really don't want to tolerate us, then why am I going to agitate the situation? It's good cops out there. I used to want to be a policeman until I went to the Army and they got blown away because there's a lot of stupid young men, black, white, Spanish. And these police officers go through a lot. They do not know who they're pulling over. That's most of the time. Women don't get shot. Most of the time. But it is a man that is going to have the opportunity if he don't comply with the directions he's receiving. And if you have warrants, what? The government might forget they owe you money. The bank might forget they owe you money, but nobody seems to forget that you owe taxes and that you got warrants for your arrest. You're trying to survive. I told my son, When the police come up, you do what he say if you want to come home. If you want to go to jail, you want to risk your life, or you want to get hit by police, you comply. Then afterwards, go get a lawyer. I don't have even the money. I have a doctor because I have insurance that he's on call and what have you for my needs. I don't have the money for a lawyer to be on call to come and get me. I don't have that money. Them lawyers got to be paid too. Everybody wants to be paid. So what I'm saying is, every situation that we're looking at, and I'm not saying nobody deserves to just get shot, but don't ever create or be a part of that situation. You want to live, then do what you're supposed to do. Do what you need to do. Then go get a lawyer. That's what you want to do. Just survive. That's what it is. That's what you do. When we get all angry and everything, we're not getting angry enough. We're not getting angry enough to vote people out of. We're not getting angry enough to change our situation. We're not getting angry enough to share, to care, to embrace each other and form an alliance. We're not. And it doesn't make sense. So all I'm trying to say is I have a brother. He is an officer, a police officer. I bet you he could tell you stuff. I have an uncle. He a police officer. He could tell you stories. And all we are is going off. It ain't right. It's not right. We all view differently. If you know that, then you got to change up the way you think. Nobody don't want to hear no excuses from nothing we talking about. I told my son, you want to survive. My daughter, most likely the odds, nobody's going to mess with her, and she's going to be all scary-eyed, looking like a deer, driving a car. And that's what we need to teach our kids, our sons. It is a situation that, you might not make it home. A young man going to the store. Here's a guy. He's supposed to be the neighborhood watch. He wanted to shoot somebody. But the other man in New York, 300 pounds, that's 5 officers. His 300 pounds just went down to an 80-pound girl. That was another. But that's what they did. You can't resist. You cannot resist them. You can't. You can't. You have to comply. You have to. And that's one of the things that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to survive. I'm trying to make it. I want to enjoy myself. Life is hard enough as it is. Teach your kids. Teach your men. And most of the time the women are by themselves. Teach your sons. If you don't want nothing on you, man, don't drive warrants. Don't drive dirty. Leave it someplace. Be smart. You can do wrong, but let your wrong not be just straight out dumb. It's your boy. I just want to tell you that you have to do the basics, man. You gotta have self-defense, and that ain't about just fighting. You have to have a self-defense for yourself, because nobody's gonna defend you. Nobody's coming. You got to do what you need to do. I hope you do have some wisdom of God, because you need it. It's your boy, SkinnyBoyD'Jango. Holla at me. Peace.